Welcome back. Today we have a very special car on consignment. This vehicle is owned locally by a gentleman who imported this car in 2014. It now has a North Carolina title, registration, and tag. It is a 1998 TVR Chimaera 500, which is a very rare configuration for these. I want to say 600 were made worldwide, definitely less than 1,000. It's the 5-liter Rover V8, 5-speed manual. This car has 39,000 original miles. Came out of England. All of these are hand built in England. It has got to be one of the quirkiest cars I have ever seen or driven. For starters, you'll notice there's no door handle. Built into the mirror is a button on the underside, which when you press it, pops your door open. As you can see, the interior is this coral red leather. Everything is wrapped in leather. The driver's seat has some minor wear compared to the passenger seat. No rips, just some stress cracking from age. The upholstery's in good shape. This section's getting unglued just a little bit. We would be happy to glue that back. So, this gorgeous dash has your heat and air controls, clock, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, oil pressure gauge, tach, speedometer, an odometer with a trip. Someone has upgraded the stereo to an Alpine head unit. And there are speakers in the doors, Pioneer speakers. I'm not positive if there are other speakers in the car. It's a 5-speed manual, like I said. Of course, in the door, it wouldn't be a proper British car without a built-in ashtray, a cigarette lighter. You have your mirror controls here, which are not functional currently. You can still move the mirror around manually, though. You got tilt steering. This little knob here opens the doors. So if you want to open the passenger door, you twist it toward that direction, it'll open the door. You have power windows, which work fine. Those buttons are up there. Well, I think this is a bolster, but I'm not sure. I hear an electric motor going. Not sure what that goes to. I'll have to ask the owner. This is a carbon fiber targa top. As you can see, it's a Roadster. The top is in 2 sections, so you have the removable hard section here, which is wrapped in a canvas, and then you have the back section, which folds down to be a full convertible. This little leather upholstered rollover like safety bar here. The trunk on this thing is massive. There's a little button down here. You press, pop the trunk. Inside the trunk, you'll notice it's like deep enough to fit 4 or 5 golf bags. It's really impressive. Your fuel filler is in the trunk as well. Gas tank's back here. Let's go ahead and start it. Let you listen to it. It sounds wicked. the temperature gauge is not working. It's got electric fans that are set to kick on, and I believe that the relay for those fans is being run off the coolant temp sensor that would have initially ran to the gauge. We've investigated it some, but without removing all of the intake to really find out where those wires are going, it's been a bit of a challenge. So we're not really pursuing that. The owner has asked us not to. Again, this car is on consignment, so it is being sold as is. It's got Yokohama S-Drive tires, which have a pretty good amount of tread left on them. Original wheels here. I mean, come on, how great does that sound? Sounds awesome. Try to rev it up. Pops and burbles on the overrun when you're driving. Alright. The top has no tears, although there is some fading on this back window, this plastic rear window. You can still see out of it okay. So, go for a little ride. E-brake works. I'm going to put it in widescreen here. This car is manual steering, and it's got one of the shortest lock-to-lock ratios I've ever seen. It's just 2 turns lock-to-lock. But, you know, it's really not hard to move the wheel when the car is stationary. It's an extremely lightweight car. We're just in first gear coming down the hill here. Go ahead and demonstrate that for you. So, one-handed, left hand, my weaker hand, lock to lock. Basically like 2.2 turns lock to lock, super tight, which makes for very sporty drive. And the suspension is compliant. It's not stiff, but it definitely handles extremely well. Good, I'm doing this one-handed. You'll have to excuse me. Curve here. The handling is just great, and the sound it makes is magnificent. Stalled out. It is fuel injected. Might need a little bit of tuning. car is fully warmed up. So we'll give it some throttle here. It really moves. Oh man, that's fun. Stuck at every red light. It is idling just a hair low. Anyway, that is the TVR 500, Chimaera 500. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll be having some more videos coming out this week of some other inventory we just got in, so stay tuned. Thank you.